Hi there. Today we're going to talk about the imperfect tense of regular verbs.
Aha! I've done it! I've invented the perfect time travel device. It's compact, it's convenient, it's... No!
It's tasty.
What have you done? Now how am I going to talk about the salty past?
Well, another way to talk about the past is with the imperfect tense. We use the imperfect tense to describe actions that used to happen or that happened repeatedly in the past.
So in English, we might say, Lisa used to jump rope or Juan used to eat bugs. In Spanish, we would say, Lisa saltaba a la cuerda and Juan comía insectos.
Let's look at how to form the endings for the imperfect. It's real easy. Here's the deal with AR verbs. Think of these as aba endings. Let's look at jugar.
Jugaba, jugabas, jugaba, jugábamos, jugabais, jugaba.
Él jugaba con ositos de peluche. Cindy jugaba con trenes.
And now, random car chases. That's fun. What's more fun? Let's see how to form endings of ER verbs. Think of these as IA endings. Let's look at hacer. Hacía, hacías, hacía, hacíamos, hacíais, hacían.
Yo hacía bien la tarea. Hacíamos la tarea todos los días.
Here's the good news. The IR verbs are the same as ER endings.
Vivía, vivías, vivía, vivíamos, vivíais, vivían.
Ella vivía en México. Vivían al lado de un lago.
So you see, you don't need a time machine to talk about the past.
Aha! I've got it! Farewell!
Alrighty then. Let's take a look at the imperfect tense of some irregular verbs. But the good news is that there are only 3 irregular verbs. Here you go.
Ir, iba, ibas, iba, íbamos, ibais, iban.
Íbamos a muchas fiestas. Iban a la playa.
Ser. Era, eras, era. Éramos, erais, eran.
Era una casa grande. Eran felices ahí.
Ver. Veía. Veías. Veía. Veíamos. Veíais. Veían.
Los domingos veía a mis primos.
Notice that all conjugations of nosotros have accent marks.
Iba a la casa de mi vecino después de la escuela.
Siempre veía a mi tío.
Eran tímidos.
We've learned a lot about talking about the past. Now it's time to test your knowledge.
I thought I understood time travel before, but now I've really got it.
Complete the sentences with the correct form of the imperfect.
Hablar. Juanita con sus amigas. Juanita hablaba con sus amigas. Ver. Ellos la tele los sábados por la mañana. Ellos veían la tele los sábados por la mañana. Ir. Cada domingo nosotros a casa de nuestros abuelos. Cada domingo nosotros íbamos a casa de nuestros abuelos.
Okay, let's get started with a quick review. Remember,
An indirect object tells to whom or for whom an action is being performed. Let's say I gave a ball to Paul. Paul is the indirect object. Now, let's say we replace the name Paul with him. I gave him a ball. Him is the indirect object pronoun. It replaces Paul. In Spanish, we say, le di la pelota a Pablo, or le di la pelota.
Indirect object pronouns are used to replace or accompany an indirect object noun. In Spanish, the indirect object pronoun comes right before the conjugated verb. So let's review the indirect object pronouns in Spanish.
Use me to say to or for me. Me da un juguete. Te to say to or for you, informal. Te compro un triciclo. Le to say to or for him, her, or the formal you. Le traigo un dinosaurio. Nos to say to or for us. Nos enseña la canción. Os to say to or for you, informal. Os prepara la comida. Les to say to or for them, or to or for the formal you, plural. Les escribo una carta.
Because le and les have more than one meaning, you can make the meaning clear by adding a name, noun, or pronoun.
So you could say, le escribí una carta.
Who does les stand for?
Oops, my mistake. To make it clear, you need to say a mi prima. So the sentence becomes, le escribí una carta a mi prima.
Well, I guess that's about it for indirect object pronouns.
No, there is one more play in the indirect object pronoun book. Indirect object pronouns are placed right before the verb or attached to the infinitive.
Le quiere comprar dulces a su hija. Or quiere comprarle dulces a su hija.
You got all that? Well, here's a little something to test your knowledge we like to call a quiz.
Complete the sentences with the correct indirect object pronoun.
Us. Los profesores siempre daban mucha tarea. Los profesores siempre nos daban mucha tarea. Them. Sus abuelos siempre daban regalos a los niños. Sus abuelos siempre les daban regalos a los niños. Me. Ana nunca prestaba su cuerda. Ana nunca me prestaba su cuerda.